Well guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is a beautiful day. Finally had a spell of northerlies the last 2 days, so it's nice and calm out here. On the rocks today, targeting rays and Huss. Main target being thornback rays, but hopefully we can get a bit of a mixed bag. Just hopefully not them pesky whiting and dogs. I've got up and overs, pulleys, and one hook clip downs out tonight. So hopefully they do the job for us, and yeah, if anything more happens I'll bring you guys back. Already getting my first set of bites on the right hand rod. I'll try and see if I can get them in now. To me they look quite skittish, so I'd imagine a whiting, as I've got a pulley rig out on the right hand side. I'm keeping a low tip, only because I'm using these rigs. I got rigs that have the trident pieces on them that I won. Honestly, I don't know how to use them to save my life. So I've gone to good old basic rigs that I enjoy and work well for me. I've got bites on both rods. One on the left is quite subtle, quite small pull downs, which it could be anything with a long up and over. Again, the right inside rod, short pulley rig, bites are showing quite evidently. Hopefully there's a few bites in this clip. I doubt there was, but I'm going to stop recording now, just in case a fish comes along. Well guys, 2 casts, 2 fish, whiting on both the pulley and the up and over. So on the pulley I'm going to send out some bigger baits. On the up and over I'm going to keep chucking the ray baits, just hoping for the best for a Huss or a ray, because I don't want to be dealing with these whiting all night. So send these next baits out and see what happens. I'll bring you guys back if anything. Well guys, third whiting of the night, and not a bad size one either. That's about twice the length of my hand. But that whiting I caught earlier, the first one, the smallest, is I'm afraid it's going to have to get sent out whole, because otherwise I don't think we'll be able to get through these little buggers. So let's hope for a Huss on this next cast. I thought I'd show you what I'm using. So this is one of the baits I'm putting out tonight, which is a squid and bluey wrap. Fishing a 4-row Mustad Vikings, 4-rows both. I'm not using too big a baits, because I find the bigger the bait, more it puts these rays off. So I think this kind of size is perfect. Don't get me wrong, it's not my favourite bait for the rays. I'd usually prefer sand eels, but I've still got mackerel baits and everything there, and if there's a ray about it's hungry, there's no reason why I wouldn't take it. Fishing on a up and over with about a, maybe 4 foot hook length, through to a, again about another 3 foot body. It's a running up and over, so I can take as much slack as they like. But I'm going to get this one sent out, see if there's any rays. At the moment, just getting pestered by whiting. So on the pulley rig, I've got a whole whiting sent out on it, see if there's any Huss about. Because this last cast now I had no whiting on it, so I'm hoping there's something bigger about. But like I said, I'll get this sent out. If anything more happens, I'll bring you guys back. I thought I'd run you through what I'm using tonight. So I've got a 525 20-pound mono, 70-pound shock leader. I'm using the Total Fishing Gear Delta rod, 4 to 8 ounce, 14 foot. And then I've got the Fathom 15 rod with 30-pound, 0.35 diameter mono, through to 70-pound shock leader again, using the Zilcron Match Light. Again, amazing rods. Quick update, not much happening apart from whiting again. Fellow YouTuber and angler Kirion Parry has also turned up, also known as Anglesey Tight Lines. By looks of getting more bites on his rods there. We've got one of our friends, Adrian, with us as well. So just hoping we get a few fish out tonight, because it's a beautiful night to be out, as you guys can see, and here perfectly flat calm here. So hopefully there's a couple of rays in us. So guys, tonight's bait again supplied by Huss baits. Amazing baits, and as I always say in these videos, I highly recommend you guys check them out. So we've got joey mackerel, bluey, and tonight I've got the bloody squid out with me for a change instead of the plain squid. There were no sand eels in the shop, and I didn't order any sand eels because, to be honest, I didn't think I'd be out on the rays so early in the year. But gonna make do with what we've got, and I mean, if there's any hungry rays, they shouldn't say no to these anyway. to any bait, to be honest, because I've caught them on lug before now. But no, just hope his rays start showing now. Kieran's still getting really good bites. I think it might be a dogfish or a ray. So when he hooks into that, we'll see what happens. And I'll bring guys back if anything happens. Again, highly recommend you get to check these out. Amazing baits and amazing delivery service as well, and great customer service. Yeah, let's get some fish. Well guys, I thought of this earlier and I thought I'd give it a go because I speak to Adrian about it, which was the live bait or the stinger rig. So what I'd done was I put a small hook length with a size 2 just coming off of the bottom hook and leaving a tiny bit of bait on the bottom hook itself, but the main bait being the stinger hook to catch a whiting. Mainly because I know the rays like the whiting, but it was mainly out for a Huss. And I'm glad to say I have caught, it's not a big one at all, but it's my first ray of the year, a nice little thornback. I'd imagine it's only about £2 maybe, but still great, target achieved. Let's see if we can get a Huss now, or hopefully a bigger ray. It's coming up to slack tide now, which, as it's a big tide here tonight, 31.5 footer. What my first initial thought was, if they're going to come anytime, they're mainly going to come on the feeding slack. So I've got another bait out now already just before I filmed this. And I did have a slack line on my Huss bite, but whatever it was, I dropped it after a couple of turns on the reel. But no, really good, really happy. So the other thing is now I'm going to have to send these baits out far, because that one was very far. To say the least, it was as far as I could hit it with a 5-ounce lead and squid and bluey wrap with that stinger hook at the end, which, oh, amazing, absolutely amazing. But let's get this little guy back in and hopefully get some more fish. So if anything happens, I'll bring you guys back. Well guys, thought I'd give you a quick update of what's happening. So after a crack off on the ray rig, losing my only up and over, I've now got pulley rigs. So I've got one about 4.5 foot pulley rig for the rays, and then I've still got that one stinger rig going out, which has just had a nice run come off of it on a couple of like shaky bites. So I've let a bit of slack into it in case it's a ray or a Huss, really, just to give him time. And then I am now fishing the match light with a fixed ball because it's great, it's rung for both. I've let some slack into that because obviously it's a pulley rig, not stuck on the bottom, and I don't want fish not biting because they're finicky. So guys, another update, just getting plagued by these whitings now. I missed a big slack line on my live bait rig again, but only got the one rod out now. This will be my last cast. Hope for a last minute ray, or preferably a Huss now because I'd like a bit of both. But beggars can't be choosers, I guess, so get this cast done and see if we can get a target. Right, guys, welcome back. Back out on the rocks again, targeting rays and Huss. Tonight it's me and my mate Kyle. Hopefully more Huss and rays tonight. Again, my main target's rays, but I won't complain about Huss at all. Low tide is between 8:30 and 9, so hopefully be a good one. I think we're going to fish till about 11, maybe later, but I'm very much doubting because Kyle's got work. But we'll see what happens. At the moment I've got an up and over rig with the bluey and squid wrap again. I'm getting bites, but I think it's mainly whiting again. But hopefully a decent fish comes out of it this time. And if there are whiting, I'm going to slap another one out whole again. So if anything happens, I'll bring you guys back. First cast, not whiting, so I'm going to keep that in the pool. That'll be going out for a Huss bait later. Oh well, or a ray if it fancies it, but maybe a Huss bait. This cast, instead of the bluey and squid, I'm going to try just the straight squid. This is the buddy squid from Hooker's Bait. Nice slim line, so we can put them out far and also keep us still that smaller presentation. Hook's proud, get them Huss and rays. So I'll send this one out and see what happens on this next. Right, guys, nice little ray for me here. I estimate it about £5 or £6 maybe. Nothing too big like, but still a nice fish compared to what we have been getting. So originally squid and bluey, squid and mackerel wrap. just brought it in now, and it's got a whole white in. So again, these live baits are really doing the job here. So I'm going to start chucking these out more, see if we can get a bit of nicer fish out. But anyway, get these baits casted out again, and we'll see what happens on this next one. Well guys, another whiting for me, nice size one for a change. Very lively, but just release that. Don't want whiting. And it's actually released for a change. That's a shocker. But I was on the Huss grid. Get another bait out now and see what happens.